extend Southgate. The foundation for England in the next 10 years is set because of Southgate.
Swung on, hit in the air to right field and deep. It is high. Barkley takes it all the way. Bryant for the win.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to your favorite sports podcast, Shirts versus Skins. A very exciting weekend has just passed. The GOAT has been crowned in footy, in soccer. We're going to talk about that. Going to talk about the World Cup final. Going to talk about Messi finally getting his World Cup, as you can see, wrapping the Argentina jersey. We'll talk some Jets and some Giants. We'll talk some NBA. The Knicks are apparently doing good. And Ahmed wants to talk, I think, about injury problems thanks to his choices on fantasy, which he takes out on Tiku because Jimmy Butler. We'll get into it. And finally, we will finish off this episode with a very interesting new segment that I think all of you are gonna like and will definitely want to stay tuned for. It's gonna be fucking interesting, mind you. There's a lot of mystery in the air because. Whatever. Well, you guys will see, but let's just say there's things that we don't know about that someone else does, and you guys are going to love the fucking reactions to it. So, let's start right away by talking about the World Cup final. And when I say the World Cup final, I mean the World Cup final. One of probably, if not the greatest World Cup final ever. One of the greatest soccer matches ever, taking into account the importance of the match, of the game, and what went down. Argentina,
best games ever. By the
really,
way.
ever, like in all sports.
By far.
Really,
100%. I believe it.
I mean, listen, it's hard to argue. Yeah. We got a 2-0 lead, followed by a 2-2 comeback by France, followed by a goal in extra time by Messi, taking matters into his own hands, which has always been a matter of controversy for him. And then you got France tying it up with Mbappe, a hat trick in a World Cup final, goes to penalties, Argentina win, Messi gets his trophy. It had everything. Let's talk about it. Let's hear about it. What do you guys think about what happened? I want to kind of start with Tiku. Is Messi the GOAT, man? I mean, come on. You knew the question was going to be coming.
Listen, as everyone knows, I'm a huge Ronaldo fan. Ronaldo's my favorite player of all time. I've been adamant about Ronaldo being the best player of all time. But it hurts me. It hurts me, not as like a football fan, because obviously I think I've said it before and I'll say it again, especially after he won Copa America. I'm actually a fan of Messi. Straight up. I don't think if you watch football and you love the game, you cannot hate the guy. You know what I mean? I think all the criticism that Messi has gotten throughout the last couple seasons, last couple years, have been valid. I think I looked at it from a non-biased standpoint, or maybe a little bit biased, but I looked at the criticism, and me personally, how I look at sports athletes, how I look at individuals themselves, I draw more to a guy like Ronaldo, a guy that works hard, is not God-given talent. You know what I mean? Hasn't really gotten God-given talent that the same way that Messi does, but he's worked his way to being a leader, a clutch player. So with all that being said, I still think Ronaldo is all that, and he's won so much in his whole career, and he deserves the praise. I think a lot of people, maybe including myself, has gotten carried away in how he's been in the last couple of years, especially how he left United. I think that kind of hurt me, but he's also 38 years old. It's just unfortunate that you see Messi, what he's doing now, and what Ronaldo's doing now. It's like the complete polar opposites. And it's unfair for Ronaldo because he's 38 years old, right? Yeah. But with that being said, how can you not say Messi's the GOAT now, right? He legitimately completed football. He's on New Game Plus now. He's he could do the shit all over again. He's like running laps now.
Well, he has yet to win the Europa League, so.
Well, I would say Ronaldo might be in that, but he's not even part of our team anymore. So, yeah, I mean, maybe MLS Cup. I think that was solidified if not playing, obviously. But I think especially this tournament, I think he answered a lot of criticism that people have had, as crazy as it sounds. With him, like, people criticized how many penalties he's gotten, but he scored them. And that's something, like, people don't understand that. That's a massive criticism that Messi has had for the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
That, okay, it's a penalty, but in the big moments and the big chances, he's missed a lot of them. You know what I mean? In big games, he hasn't performed. And throughout, listen, I get it, all the penalties came at 0-0. And a style that Argentina play, which is a lot of shithousery, a lot of dirty football, a lot of getting under people's nerves. But guess what? It works. At the end of the day, they won a championship. They got into the final, and they won it. So it works. But obviously, when games are 0-0 and they're getting a penalty and they're getting a 1-0 lead, it helps a lot, right? Whatever. That's a story for another time. I don't want to take away from Messi. I think he's playing sensational the whole year. This whole not even the whole year. For PSG, considering how bad he played last year, he's arguably playing like one of the best players in the world again.
He is the best,
if not the best. If not, considering the World Cup final, I mean, this World Cup tournament in itself, playing amazing, and that final, like I said, I think it's the best game of all time. When you look at the implications, and when you look at the World Cup final, there's no event in this earth that's bigger than the World Cup final. And you look at how that game went, 2-0, it looked like Argentina. I was like, yo, Argentina's winning this shit. Oh. France didn't look nothing. Didn't even want to be there. But Mbappe just showed the caliber of player that he is. And he's somebody that I have always respected. I don't know if we talked about it. A lot of people talk about Haaland. Sorry, Yoni, I know you think Haaland's a better player than him. I don't. I think he's more versatile. I think he does more. Which is funny because I'm a Ronaldo fan and you make an argument about Messi, but
there's literally parallels there that I hope people notice. So
somewhat. Obviously, people like to call Mbappe next up. He has a long way to go. I hate when people say he's like the next GOAT. You could call him like Pat Mahomes or something like that. Fine, but Tom Brady, compared Messi, Ronaldo to Tom Brady, it's like two different Yo, dog, I'm sorry. Messi and Ronaldo are so ahead of everybody else. It's like, don't even relax. But going down 2-0, Mbappe scores 2 goals. It's 2-2. Everything is collapsing around Argentina. And this has been a criticism of Messi also, where games have gone far from plan, where shit has went crazy. And you see a guy like Messi, he kind of disappears in the game. It happened at Barcelona. It happens at times at PSG, especially last season where they had a league and Real Madrid came back and won. But Messi, that's it. He got that goal. And it doesn't matter if it's a tap-in. I don't give a fuck. Messi fans, considering how much they criticize Ronaldo, funny enough, scored a penalty and a tap-in, but they're running ha. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, goals win games. Playing beautiful football does not always win games. It's good for the aesthetic, but you're there to win games. Messi got it fucking done in the biggest moment of his career, or the biggest moment of ever, in my opinion. When you look at Messi, what he's done in his career, that World Cup that he was missing, and he comes up for his team, regardless if Mbappe comes back and scores again, it's 3-2 going to penalties. Regardless, he was there. He got him there. You have to respect it. You have to respect that as a Ronaldo fan. I can't be biased. I can't be these guys on TikTok that are saying this shit is rigged for him. You can make an argument. I mean, we literally said it before. Ahmed brought it up.
What's
made a
going
fucking
on
clip.
here,
Yo, listen, that first penalty was kind of fucking, let's be honest, right?
It was soft.
I don't think you could call that in a World Cup final.
I think that's a penalty.
No way in hell, bro. Is it a penalty? Yes.
Because, bro, we're talking about Mbappe and Messi in the final. Two guys that play for PSG, making a whole lot of money from Qatar.
Oh, he still thinks it's right.
No, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yo, Joni,
like, come on now.
hold on, Ahmed, sorry. You know my opinion on shit, right?
Yes.
I think sports are rigged.
Yes.
I think they are. Guess what? Do I care? No. I think it adds to the fucking entertainment value. This is why we're here.
We're here to watch fucking entertainment. And at the end of the day, Messi and Argentina, that France-Argentina final was fucking entertaining as hell. So rig it all you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore.
Damn.
You know how it is. Like, regardless, that game, sensational. Nothing but credit to Messi. Messi is the GOAT. From my bias standpoint, Ronaldo's still my favorite player of all time. He's my GOAT. I'll always respect him. I always respect a person like him. And you never know. Football's a crazy sport. 4 years from now, you never know. Maybe Ronaldo's playing at 40-something years old and win a World Cup. You never know.
You never know.
Ahmed, you never fucking know. Why are you making a face, bro?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt Cristiano Ronaldo, bro.
Yo, you got the Euros.
Different. He's different.
I hope. But obviously it's a stretch.
Just before I get to Messi though, quickly on France. I think if you're French, man, if you're watching that game in the first 70 minutes, you're like, you know, throwing shit, going mad, you know, screaming at the TV because like that first 70 minutes was like non-existent from France. A team way too talented to look like they were beat to everything. Like every first ball, every challenge. I mean, not even for the first half. Like going through the second half, it didn't even change. Like you go into halftime, down to, you know, World Cup final, chance to make history, go back to back, and nothing happens. You know, and honestly, if Kylian Mbappe, right, you know, who oh my God, like people actually hate this guy. And I understand, you know, he makes a ridiculous amount of money already at such a young age. You know, he's you know, like got like an attitude problem or something. You know, of course all these shits is gonna happen. The brother won a World Cup at 18, scored a hat trick. What is he now? 22, 23?
23. Turns 24, I think. He turned 24.
I'm 22 years old. I'm 22 years old. Tiku's 23, right?
24.
24 years old. And this guy is 23, right in the middle, scoring a hat trick in the World Cup final, bro. Shut up, all you freaking haters about Kylian Mbappe. Listen, like, of course he's gonna make all that money. Of course he's probably gonna leave PSG anyway, eventually, and still go to Real Madrid. And fans and all those fans that were saying, "Oh, we don't want him."
Love him. We'll
be begging for him. We'll be begging for him.
Bullshit. That whole outrage from Real Madrid fans was such fucking bullshit.
Like, whatever.
Shut it,
bro.
Shut it. We talked about it.
We're talking about Real Madrid fans here, you know. Like, come on now. But I mean, just on France, like a wasted opportunity. I mean, Argentina. We were kind of saying it. Listen, this is a team that only have one loss in the last like 40 games or something. So, you know, they're a good team. I think the manager gets nowhere near enough credit, you know, for what he's done. Amazing. But, you know, I think France, like, you should not be getting dominated for 70 minutes by that Argentina team.
No way.
Mbappe made it a game himself. And then after, I mean, shout out to my guys, you know, I thought Upamecano was solid as fuck at the back. You know, subbing off is rude. And it's Dembele. Dembele was awful in that first half. I mean, almost gave the game away himself. In a World Cup final, making such a silly challenge like that in your own box, you know, like, oh, that's so frustrating for a guy like him. He's so talented, but at the big games always gets it wrong. Not get into obviously, you know, Messi in Argentina. I mean, congrats to Argentina, even though they are like one of the, you know, most hated winners maybe, and like especially maybe, I mean, everybody loves Spain. Germany was obviously hated, but you know, I guess Ronaldo fans love them for what they did to Messi. 2018 France was a young team. You know how they play. Everybody loved them. 2022, this is, you know, an older Argentinian team that had, you know, that play a certain type of football, like you were talking about, Tiku, you know, grind out, hard tackles, yellow cards for days. But man, like you said, it gets the job done, and that's all that matters, especially in a World Cup. It's all it's survive and advance. And a point that I've been trying to make for a while. I kind of want to wait it to after the final, but after that Saudi Arabia loss, man, you want to talk about the best case scenario. I think it was Messi that said it. The Messi, obviously the captain, top dog on the team. He said every game now is a final for us, and it was true. If they lose to Mexico, if they lose to Poland, and obviously if they lose in the knockout stage, they're going home. So it's been a final for the last 6 or 7 games. I think that was a huge benefit for Argentina. Obviously for Messi, always been the best player of all time, has been the best player of all time, probably since 2010, 11, you know, never mind that ridiculous 2012 season. That was when he was just, different from everybody else. He was always the best player of all time. But I could see why people say he's not the greatest player of all time. Because like you say, Tiku, best and greatest is obviously different. And greatest, if they're both great, they've both got Ballon d'Or, Champions League titles, goals for days, all this. But Ronaldo got that Euro, and that was huge for him. And I think it was fair to say that he's the GOAT at that point in time. And now Messi, man, what he's done this season. I said coming to the World Cup, I was jokingly saying him and Musiala are the best. Him and Musiala, 2 best players in the world at the moment. Messi was definitely, I'm not joking about fucking Messi. And now he is the best player in the world, on course for another Ballon d'Or. Got the World Cup. He's now officially the greatest player of all time. It's should have retired in my opinion, but I guess he'll keep playing with
or just from
Argentina. But whatever. Who wants to play. Who cares? I'm not gonna fucking not watch Messi. But yeah, Messi's the greatest of all time. Congrats to Argentina. Big letdown for France, especially in that first 70 minutes. And yeah, man, they get the job done. Martinez, huge save right there. Oh my God, what a save!
That's. Let me ask you guys a genuine
question.
But
that game, bro. Hold on. But that game, bro. Like after, once it hit 80th minute, that's the greatest 40 minutes of any sporting event in the history of mankind.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if it's the greatest sporting event. I think, bro, like the Thriller in Manila, it's up there. You got some amazing, like fucking Miracle on Ice, whatever, all that crazy ass shit. This is a World Cup final with Messi in it. I can see why, but it was only 40 minutes. If the whole game was like that, or even if France showed up a little bit in that first half, it's the greatest game of all time. Case closed. But what a game, what a World Cup, and what a career for Messi. Congrats.
Yeah, just to go back, that Emi Martinez save. And I'll ask you guys this too. Where does that rank amongst the most important plays
before we get to that point,
all of sports, man?
People are saying, because Emi Martinez makes that save, now Messi is the greatest of all time. My brother, do you not know what sports are? This is what sports are. If LeBron James doesn't block Andre Iguodala, is he winning that championship, right? Is he looked at the same? No. This is what sports does, and I know it's Emi Martinez, a different player, whatever. If Ray Allen doesn't hit the shot, it's the same shit. This is what sports are. You have teammates. Messi scored 2 goals, scoring every knockout match. The first player to ever do that, I believe. Crazy. First game, a goal on every knockout. Betting like looking back at this, betting on it, what a fool. How you not bet on Messi? But but it's kind of crazy. Scoring in every game, carrying them. Clearly the best player. What more to there's nothing to say, man. There's nothing to say about Messi here. It was almost like it's almost too perfect. Perfect World Cup. A perfect World Cup.
It was
too perfect.
It feels like genuinely a perfect conclusion to a generation of football. There's no better way to cap off the Messi Ronaldo debate.
No. If Ronaldo showed up, not exactly showed up, kind of like LeBron James, Kobe Bryant talked back in the day. Like Kobe got there, right? But LeBron didn't.
Yeah.
And this year, bro, I was talking about it, right? This is the biggest thing for Ronaldo and Messi. This is all that matters.
Yeah.
All that matters. And Messi got it. And Ronaldo didn't even get to sniff the pitch when it actually matters.
I don't think a Portugal-Argentina final would have been this good. I don't
think. but he went out sad.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But
Down bad.
at the end of the day, we got ourselves
An answer.
an answer, which is so important because imagine if Ronaldo makes it to the finals, right? You're gonna have Ronaldo fans. I mean, I'll tell you right now, Tiku would have said, "Oh, but he got to the final. Oh, but he was this close," and it wouldn't have been, "Oh, Messi's the GOAT," but he didn't. He didn't get there. He got knocked out at the quarterfinals, and Messi didn't, and Messi went on and won. So it ended the debate. I think if you still will debate this, I think there's still a chance for Ronaldo to come back somehow, some way.
You really think it's dead? Debate over.
Debate's over as of right now. You cannot possibly tell me that Ronaldo's better than Messi.
You have no shame, bro.
How do I have no shame?
No, I'm saying both of you.
No, really has Ronaldo shown, at least this season, that he's capable of even making it close again going forward?
Nothing.
So
there's
this
no
is a Ronaldo fan.
Ahmed,
honestly.
But listen,
when he last time he was healthy, without a crazy off-field issue that happened to him, right? He was second top scorer at 37, right, in England.
Okay,
was he not?
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, he was really good.
He has a terrible summer, personally, and with the team. Doesn't see eye to eye with the coach and all this, and doesn't get on the pitch. And when he does get on the pitch, he's terrible, right?
Yeah.
It's just a bad mix. I think for people to say he's washed, or people just waiting, like, listen. When you actually watch him, yeah, he looks washed. Yeah, of course, he looks bad. But that's just a player not informed, especially Ronaldo, who's almost looks like he's lacking confidence, which is crazy to say. But my guy, like, he had a bad summer. Last time he was mentally and physically good, he was second top scorer in toughest league in the world at 37.
All right, but at the end of the day, right? I want you to come up with one way you can justify Ronaldo being the GOAT right now. You can't.
Being the GOAT right now?
Yeah.
No, bro.
And that's why I think the debate is over. Does that mean Ronaldo can't somehow come back? If Ronaldo wins the World Cup in 2026, the debate is once again over. Ronaldo's the fucking GOAT. I don't care,
Come back at that age to do that.
But it has to happen. As of right now, it hasn't happened, and he's the GOAT. And mind you, you could say shameless. Like, bro, I've always said this. I said from the beginning of this World Cup, if Messi wins, he's the GOAT. That's it. End of story. If he loses, it doesn't hurt him. I mean, I rated Ronaldo over him anyway, but if he loses, I said it wouldn't hurt him. But he needs to win to become the GOAT. He needed to come back and show that he had the mental fortitude. He had that the dog that Jordan had in him, the dog that Ronaldo has shown over the years. Fucking Messi had never shown that. I'm sorry, he never did. Not in Copa America either. That 2021 Copa America, don't bring that shit up to me, bro. That shit was fucking malarkey.
You think scoring 91 goals in a season?
I don't care. I don't
cause like you have to understand this, right? Imagine you're playing against him at the moment, right? The amount of fear he was striking your body, knowing that you have to play Messi. The fans, your own fans are there to see him. You're telling me that's not an absolute assassin? Bro, you don't remember the goal, like single-handedly bringing back Barcelona against Real Madrid?
Ahmed.
When they had no, bro.
How many, Ahmed,
while Real Madrid was...
Please, bro. How many finals has Messi played and fucking disappeared in, bro? He won in 2021 and he disappeared. I didn't even watch the finals.
Bro, that was like...
But I heard he disappeared.
Disgusting game. Like, if Messi even tried to dribble once, he was getting his leg chopped off.
Okay, adapt. Isn't he the most talented motherfucker to ever play the game? Adapt. He didn't have it in him, bro. He did not have that dog, and he showed that he had that dog this tournament. That's it.
I think a lot of those cases that you talk about not having that dog in it are those games where
Barcelona, you must not understand how Messi is then.
I don't know if you remember when they blew the league against what team was it? Roma. Messi went missing. When they blew the league against Liverpool, he went missing. When Barcelona played Juventus,
he went missing against Liverpool?
The second leg.
My guy, he put him up. Was it 3-0?
The
Put him
second
3
leg,
ups.
sir. The second leg.
I'm talking about the second leg.
I know.
The first leg, yeah, I
But
agree. I agree.
You don't think
But that's what I'm
like
saying. When shit
he
got
did his
tough,
part?
he did his part in the first leg. But this is what I'm trying. I thought Messi did his part when they were up 2-0 and they blew a lead, right? You still have to do more. You're the best player. You still need to do something. You need to get a goal, whether it's a tap-in assist or whatever. You need to do something.
Bro, Messi.
Tell your teammates, relax. Even though this happened, we're coming back. We're still going to win this game.
Can I tell you something?
He did that against Argentina. I don't think he did that against Roma. I don't think he did that against Juve. I don't think he did that against Liverpool. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, replay the game.
Not saying he didn't play well overall. I'm just saying in key moments. It's the same thing I think about LeBron James.
No.
When there's key moments in games where you need to fuck everybody else.
You're going to bring up LeBron.
Yeah,
that's 5-on-5. 5-on-5 where LeBron James can have such a way bigger influence on the game.
Yo.
Way bigger.
The way Messi takes over games, I'm sorry, bro. The way he takes over games, he can do that.
He did it, bro. He did it this World Cup.
Did it. Exactly.
Look. I'll tell you right now, right? Replay
Against
that
fucking
game.
Mexico,
bro. He went.
What
missing.
did he do? Game was shit. He out of nowhere got to go out of fucking. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, even in this final, man, we saw it in this final.
It's disrespectful to Messi to say he's not capable of doing it.
Bro, when France came back, came back, right? You saw Messi kind of hide. Let's be honest. You saw him hide. Replay the fucking game. He was hiding. He didn't want the ball in his foot. And something ticked on. He hit that shot that Lloris saved, that shot from outside the box. And right there, I was like, all right, he's in it. And then he started hiding again. And then he had that whole play with Lisandro Martinez and whatnot. And once that happened, he woke up, bro. He woke up and he was like, I'm in this. And then they had another 3-4 chances to fucking win.
You guys live in this world where it's like you actually think Messi is like an actual alien, like in real life he's an alien. No, he's obviously a phenomenal all-time. He's the greatest footballer who ever lived, right? But considering his age and everything, all of that, you have to understand the moment of the game. If you're Argentina, right? If you're a player on Argentina, correct, right? You're watching Mbappe absolutely go berserk, right? Before you know it, it's 2-0, and you're 10 minutes away from the fucking winning the World Cup. Amazing, all this. To now it's 2-2, and you're hanging on for dear life. It was 2-2, and they're lucky they didn't lose. Like, just 80th minute, it's 2-0. 84th, 85th minute, it's 2-2, and they're hanging on for their dear life.
Yes.
Right? So understand the mindset of a player. Messi has to recognize that, right? And I think like there's even a video of him after the second goal. Like he doesn't look like he's out of it. I think there was a smile on his face. Crazy.
What?
Crazy. I saw a picture
something
like that.
different, but okay.
I saw a picture of that. But hold up. Let me finish, right? So you have to understand, at that point, much like against the Dutch, he's just trying to get an extra time. Because he knows right now they're hanging on for dear life. He ain't trying to like score a goal or anything. Because right now it ain't about him trying to take over the game. It's about like, and obviously when you have another great player like Mbappe taking over the game himself, you have to just calm down, get to 90 minutes, and then do your thing. That's what happened, right? He did his part to win the game already. Then it didn't happen. Then he obviously did it again. But you have to understand, like, you have to actually put yourself in the game.
I understand
like,
you.
If you're captain of Argentina, if you're in that scenario, right? You think 2-2, hanging on for dear life. I'm gonna take the ball and go. No. It's 2-2. Be smart. We can still win this game in extra time,
bro.
That's what I think. He's not trying to take over the game like a fool, bro.
I want from Messi in tough times what I see from him when it's easy. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for him to do something he's not capable of.
It's never easy. What are you talking about easy?
No. Messi, when he's not down or when he's leading a game or when it's a draw, he does some things that he back then refused to do when he was losing. All I want from Messi, and I got it, was for Messi.
You're basically saying that Messi's a front runner. That's what you're saying.
He used to be a front runner. And when the going got tough, especially in the most important games in his career, he was a front runner until this final. That's it.
I think a
the
lot
biggest
of
moment
a
of
lot of a lot of fans hang on to this last era of his Barcelona days, that 2016 to that after Luis Enrique run, right? In 2015, after that, they hang on to the Roma collapse, right? They hang on to the Liverpool collapse,
The Copa
Bayern
America
Munich smacking them,
finals, the World
smacking
Cup
them 8-2.
final.
World
Look
Cup
how
final, what? When he was the best player the entire World Cup and got them there
we're
and
going
lost
off.
to a better Germany team.
We might as well make a checklist, bro, and have 45 games here that you're just rambling on about. This collapse, that collapse, this collapse, that collapse.
But you're hang. But you.
Holy
but
shit,
you just,
bro. Give
you
me
just,
the
you
list.
just-
Give me Ronaldo's
you just
list.
what it-
Give me Ronaldo's list. Go.
How do you
Start
say we're
Ronaldo's
hanging
list.
on to it?
Start Ronaldo's collapse list. I want to hear it.
You literally said. I don't
Go.
understand what you're trying to say.
Give me
bro.
Ronaldo's list. You just name me
Of
multiple
collapse?
games where you can tell, where you can easily, if I tell you, yo, Messi choked, these are the games that come to your mind. Whether you think he choked or not, you think Liverpool collapse, blah, 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 collapse. His Copa America finals where he missed the penalties. You think of those. That's not me fucking imprinting on your brain. You think of that yourself. Give me the games where you think of Ronaldo like that. Go
I
ahead.
would have to think about it.
But you don't need to think about it with Messi because it's there, out in the open. You do have to think about it with Ronaldo. The closest you can get to that for Ronaldo is the Euros when he got injured.
I don't look at Liverpool. I don't look at Roma and I say, oh, that's Messi. I don't even look at Bayern Munich smacking them 8-2 and saying, oh, that's Messi, because that's crazy. That's crazy. That's
I agree.
lunatic, cuckoo, you know.
Anyways, I would like to. I think you brought it up. I want to give credit to Scaloni. I think a manager like him, they don't really have managers like him that is willing to adjust per game rather than being stubborn and playing the same way throughout a tournament. He's so smart. The subs that he's made, the lineup changes that he's made, the formation changes that he's made, the tactical switches, the changes per game. They don't really. I think you need more of those type of managers in the international tournaments than they have like a Southgate who just like plays one style. Is like, I don't really give a fuck. You know, is either a winner or not. And I like Scaloni. I think he deserves a lot of credit. Emi Martinez. Just I said if the game went to penalties, Argentina winning. I think everybody had that mindset. Hugo Lloris, at the end of the day, we're not looking at him to say penalties. He's not really a good penalty saver. But Emi Martinez specializes at that. So credit to him. Enzo Fernandez, the young kid who I loved a lot. Wanted United to get him. Ahmed, I know you like that. Benfica kid, Argentinian kid, came from River Plate. Amazing player. Hopefully comes to United. There's talks about him going to Liverpool. Amazing. And as much as I hate to say it, Di Maria, yet again, showing up in a final. He's a big-time player.
Big-time player, man.
As much as I hate him, as much as I dislike him.
Oh, my God.
He's like the Robert Ory of
But
soccer.
At the end of the day, I have to give him respect. Even back in Real Madrid.
Oh, that's all I'm thinking about. Real Madrid days. He was
Real Madrid,
always the one somehow scoring the goal.
Up big time plays, scoring in the Champions League final. Or got the assist to Bale in the Champions League final. Arguably man of the match that game. People like to say alive. Di Maria played in 2014. They probably beat Germany. You know, hypotheticals don't really matter, but you know, it's a good point. Copa America final, he scores. Amazing play, plays sensational. In a World Cup final, after being hurt, after not playing, comes in, does that.
And
respect
to Scaloni, who trusted him, bro. Although, you know what's funny?
This is what I'm saying about those. He had the balls to do something.
He did, but you know what? His biggest mistake was taking Di Maria out. That almost cost him the fucking game, bro.
But I think we talked about it a little bit. I think it was kind of a little bit of dick riding. I think they took Di Maria out because they kind of wanted Messi to get man of the match. I think that's why they did that.
I don't know.
It was massive dick riding.
I mean, it's possible. I doubt it, though.
I think 2-0. I'm sorry, bro. Not for nothing. 2-0, how the game is playing. Like, nobody thought that the game was going to change like that. You get what I'm saying? Even a manager can't think. But, you know, it was kind of dick riding like that. Listen, I'm sorry, bro. You can't rule that out because that whole team are like all Messi stands, bro. I mean, do you blame them? Argentina is Messi. But, like, they all stand, so they would do shit. Even the fucking manager is a fucking Messi stand.
I mean, listen.
You know, so.
That helps them because.
Shout out, Lisandro Martinez. Go ahead.
Yeah. Bro, you got to understand something. back then they used to play with Messi. These players would go home and be like, I play with Messi. Now they play for Messi, bro.
100%.
And I think like
100%.
I used to think that was not a good thing, but then I realized like there's a big difference between playing with him and for him, because when they played with him, they would say, we have him on our team, he's gonna fucking save the day. Now they're playing for him and they're like, we need to win this guy something, bro. And that helped them a lot. Portugal doesn't have that.
I would like this. Good you brought up Portugal. That 2016 Euro team, even though the talent was not as much as this team, but those players played for Ronaldo.
They did.
Wanted it for him.
Yep.
Guys like Quaresma.
Nani.
Who plays in Turkey. Nani.
Renato
Sanch. Who? Oh my God, Fernando Santos. Terrorist. I don't give a fuck if they won Euros. Terrorist. They didn't bring fucking Renato Sanch with them. Unbelievable. Disgusting move. The players that played for them in that 2016 played for him, and they died for him. And they did it that final.
Yeah.
When all hope were gone, Ronaldo's out. Me, myself, bro. I stopped watching the game, bro. I swear to God, I stopped watching the game. I went to Cropsey to play basketball. I played a whole full court game. I look at my phone. Portugal won the fucking Euros. I was like, what?
You're an idiot.
What?
You're an
I'm
idiot.
A fucking idiot. Monster idiot. Listen, Pokemon Go was fucking great. I was outside. I was Pokemon Go and playing basketball, bro. So what do you want me to do? But, yo, amazing. This is disgusting. Don't get me wrong. It hurts my heart.
Oh,
but
that hurts me, bro. What the fuck?
Hurts me. And I'm a Ronaldo fan. How crazy that is. But it hurt my heart, bro. I was just like, yo, cuz, damn, Ronaldo's hurt. I don't even want to watch it, bro. It hurt my heart. But they died for him. This Argentinian team has a lot to learn. So hopefully this World Cup thing, I'll tell you right now, I'm going Portugal to win the next Euro. So shout out to Argentina. Shout out Messi.
Big France won it at the moment.
Not a bad shot.
Let's move on. Actually, before we move on, I do want to say this. I want to ask a question. How high is Mbappe's cap after this World Cup performance? Is it possible at all that he can establish himself as the GOAT over Messi?
Legacy-wise,
all possible.
Legacy-wise, I think his ceiling, his cap is closer to Messi and Ronaldo than anybody else, in my opinion. I think considering the way football is going, I don't think there's anybody that can compete to him than like when Messi, Ronaldo were playing, or like a guy like Maradona was playing, or Zidane was playing. I don't think there's anyone that can compete to him. You're probably gonna say Musiala or some bullshit.
Haaland,
like,
bro,
Haaland's the only one that, and I don't think.
Numbers wise, I think only Haaland can touch 40, 50.
I don't think Haaland can be consistent the same way that I think Mbappe.
Well, I think. Listen, I mean, I agree that Mbappe is definitely, like, in terms of the next generation, he is the guy, right? He has remarked himself as the guy again. That was 2018. Now again, 2022. But in terms of like best player in the world talk, I think Musiala, bro. This guy.
Oh, God,
I mean, numbers wise, I don't think he'll touch 50 goals like Mbappe
There's
will.
nothing that I've seen from Musiala that even tells me he's even going to be in the same realm as Mbappe. Not at all. Not yet. Don't look at me with that face. Nothing at all. Sorry, bro. I think he's an amazing player. I think he's going to be one of the best players, if not like top 3, top 5, top 10 player in the world. Don't get me wrong, but not Mbappe level. Not even close. Not even close. And it's not even being disrespectful.
That's crazy, bro.
Not yet. I'm sorry, I haven't.
That's actually crazy.
Like,
yo, man,
listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not fucking watching Bayern when he's surrounded by fucking world-class players, bro. Not.
Ahmed,
I don't give a fuck. When I seen him for Germany, I thought he played well. I thought, wow, this is pretty good, but not anything amazing.
Ahmed, you haven't heard crazy yet. You want to hear something I'm gonna say? Musiala, deadass, to me, no more impressive than what Greenwood was when he first came onto the scene.
If not, Greenwood is better.
Deadass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me. When I say it, way better.
Bro,
he impacted the game more than Musiala did. Yeah, I did. I think you take out Musiala,
just
you
screaming.
take out Musiala from Bayern. I am a fucking screaming.
Relax,
if you take
bro.
out Musiala from Bayern, nothing fucking changes.
You're on
Greenwood went to fucking
bro.
jail, got arrested. The whole fucking season fell apart for us. Yeah.
Keep talking.
He's right.
And not for nothing.
Right
listen, I'm not a big fucking Greenwood fan now. I'm
bro,
talking him as a player to talent.
You
Fuck
don't
that
even
guy.
have to be a Bayern fan. Anybody that appreciates,
No.
anybody that watches the Bundesliga, anybody that just feel like, yo, I'm gonna watch Bayern Munich today, or I'm gonna watch this or that, whatever, right?
Nobody wants to watch Bayern.
Nobody, yeah,
Not a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people in that group.
And you're watching Manchester United versus Burnley today, bro. So why don't you do something?
Amazing,
yo. Okay.
Very,
I would rather
3
watch.
p.m. in the afternoon on a Wednesday. Yeah, I'm watching United, bro. Hell yeah, bro.
No,
I would watch a Man United game
Burnham,
against fucking Wigan Athletic than a Champions League game. Yeah, fuck out of here.
What?
My club. Yeah, that's my club. What?
Your
Say
club,
something.
yeah, bro.
Say something. I was watching Maguire score against
Like I said,
fucking,
bro. Like I said, this is the guy
Charlton, I don't
who
know,
wakes
bro.
up at 8:45.
Charlie, Preston, bro.
Nice little tweet about Harry Maguire, whatever it is, and go right back to sleep. You know?
No. Stop saying. Why you keep saying that? Like I don't go to sleep. I watch the freaking damn game, bro.
I don't know about that.
Anyways, bro.
But bro, I think no, because that point was like that's so stupid, so lazy, so like 2022 take, bro. Oh, he don't even like, bro. Have you even watched Musiala really actually play?
Yes.
Have you actually watched him play?
He's
Or
wonderful.
do you watch?
I think he's
highlights, this and that. Have you actually watched?
Ahmed, you know a lot of people think Musiala played bad. You know a lot of people think Musiala played bad in the World Cup. I've had conversations with people, and I defended his ass.
I thought he was nowhere near as good as he could be in the World Cup. Nowhere near.
Yeah, I wonder
that's
why.
That's my thought. You know, I've seen him at his best.
He's amazing.
Talk about doesn't touch
a top 10
Mbappe.
player in the world.
He doesn't touch Mbappe because Mbappe is a striker and he'll score more goals than him, right? But you're talking about play, best player in the world. Musiala is already like top 15, top 10 range already.
Can I ask you a question?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Compare Mbappe and Monaco when he came out and presented himself to the world. Is what Musiala doing even close to that?
It's
not
different,
even.
bro. It's different.
Yeah, it is different. Mbappe's a way fucking better player than him.
I think
yeah.
no. I think, bro. I think for him, first of all, you're talking about having players in this. Look at that squad they had, right? Wasn't bums in that squad, right? That's number one. Number two, Musiala is okay. Now he's 19. I think he's 19 right now.
Yes.
And his numbers are even better than Mbappe at 18, whatever it is. 18. Bro, the guy's got 22
Fact
goals.
check that, Jamie.
22 games.
Where's Jamie? Fact check that.
What?
I said fact check that. I really doubt that's true. Musiala has better numbers than Mbappe?
No, I'm saying at 17
in 2017,
Mbappe right now has better numbers than like he's only 2 years apart, you know, like maybe even a year apart than when he was.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll kind of agree with you on that. I think Musiala is a very good talent. And Mbappe took
an amazing player.
Like bro, I agree with you. I agree with you that like bro, like you're talking about, like I know about Mason Greenwood. Like Mason Greenwood he was the real deal. Dude is a generational talent. I know that, and I can recognize that him and Musiala are the same. But you're saying that, like, bro, I've watched both of them. Musiala is obviously a better player, even like now, in my opinion. And you tell me that he doesn't touch Mbappe? Watch 5 games of Musiala, 5 in a row. He'll have a bad game. He'll have a game when you're like, oh my god, he's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. He'll have an okay game. He'll have the same game again, and then he'll have like a good game. But at 19 to do what he does, stop it, bro. Stop it. Already the top dog at Bayern Munich. Imagine me saying that a 19-year-old already being the key player at Bayern Munich is crazy. 19 years old, that's fucking crazy. Not a mind.
Don't get me wrong. He's a great player. I thought he played very well in this World Cup.
I think he did.
I
loved it. Anyway,
listen, he didn't get the goal.
Let's move on, bro.
Yeah,
way too many off-topic stuff.
Yeah, let's move on to the NFL. Let's talk about Jets, Giants, their playoff hopes. Giants.
That's a big win. Yeah. I said I don't think they win one more game. they won the game that they had to win, in my opinion, against Washington. That gives them such
should have beat them the first time.
way better chance of making the playoffs. Still going to be tough because their last games are tough. They got Green Bay or some shit. No, not Green Bay.
We have the Eagles, I know.
Eagles.
But who else do we have?
I think Minnesota. You guys playing?
Minnesota, yes.
Minnesota, you know, like
I'm not scared of the Minnesota, dude. Nah. They came back from 30. Like
yeah, I think that
Colts.
game, Saquon played huge. Daniel Jones, his first prime time victory.
Big time.
I mean, he was 0-9, I think.
Now he's never gonna lose ever again, man. Prime time games.
Big win for the Giants, and I think now still tough, but way better chances because if you lose that game against Washington, season's over. You don't even know if it's a failure because you start off 7-2 and you don't make the playoffs or whatever it was. Kind of a failure, even though you know that your coach is for real. You kind of saw what Daniel Jones is, but now have a chance to make the playoffs. I mean, it depends because I gotta see right now because I think bro, that NFC South division is embarrassing, bro. Someone with 7 wins is gonna win that. That's embarrassing. Hold up, let me see right here.
It's kind of crazy. Did we talk about this on the podcast? How that whole division flipped?
The Lions, who are playing some phenomenal football right now at the moment, and I think the Lions and Seahawks are your only real threat, in my opinion, because the Cowboys are gonna make it. So it's either Seahawks, Lions, or Giants. I think Seahawks have the Chiefs this weekend, so that's probably an L. Seahawks probably in and out. I would take a fly on the Lions, bro. I think the Lions sneak in. First, bro, they started off 1-7. Now 7-7 will be the first team to ever make the playoffs, in my opinion, or I think so. But that's crazy, in my opinion. I think, bro, Dolphins did that 3 years ago when they started off 0-7 and then found a way to get back to 500. So I think huge win by the Giants, but I still think the Lions make the playoffs ahead of them. Still a good season for the Giants.
I think that Washington game was huge. I think the tie, as crazy as it sounds, probably works for us in terms of considering the record of people that are in the race with us. I think beating the Commanders, the way we won that game, Kayvon Thibodeau showing why he's a future superstar. Love the big lights. He's an amazing talent. I can't wait for the future with him. I'm so happy we got him.
Oh, Kayvon?
And the way we won that game, Kayvon just felt.
That was a monster game by him. That was the signature game by him.
He's an amazing.
But I'm not ready to call him a superstar.
I think he's by far going to be. No, not yet. He's a superstar in the making. Is what I'm saying.
I think he's a Pro Bowl type player.
I mean, you can argue he could probably make the Pro Bowl this year, but amazing player. That's his. Yo, what's up? I'm here, game to put himself in the stage where everybody knew about him, but he didn't have that big game, a monster game that we needed to win when we got it. I think we have the Colts next. Colts don't move me. It's the Colts. Colts are dog shit. Yeah, Minnesota, like I said. Minnesota don't move me either. I think they're a good team. Very, very good team. I think 11-win team, so you gotta respect them. Do we lose that game? Yeah, sure, whatever. It's okay. But then we have the Colts after the Vikings. And we have the Eagles, who if I'm the Eagles, I think you rest Jalen Hurts. I think he's hurt right now. I think you don't play him because you already have the number 1 seed locked up. And we can win that game. It would suck if we lose to them.
My opinion.
Yeah, I think we do. By far, the Colts game, I think we won.
I don't know.
Listen, Colts are very iffy. I think they're very inconsistent. They can show out one game.
More Jonathan Taylor.
No Jonathan Taylor, but they got good players like Zach Moss, Deion Jackson, who could do a job for them. But they don't really scare me, and I think we do get it done. As crazy as it sounds, I thought we were looking like a team that were gonna blow up and collapse. Considering we lost, I think 3 in a row, 4 in a row actually, tied 1 against the Washington Commanders, which we should have won. But it looks good now. That win's huge, like you said. So we'll see. I think I'll look good if we make the playoffs. Okay, I hope we do, because at this point we can't miss the playoffs. That would suck. It would really suck.
Yeah.
So
I think
we'll see.
Also, to the point you made about maybe the tie was a good part or a good thing. Maybe that blowout by the Eagles was also good because, if it's a tie game, playing Saquon already looks like he's injured. Last game looked good, looked healthy, scored a touchdown, everything. Finally for him, get back in there.
As crazy as people say, how they say running backs don't impact games. When this guy Saquon Barkley is healthy and locked in and ready to play, he's a game changer for us. He wins those games. Seriously.
Oh yeah,
look at it when he's healthy.
He's the quarterback in that team still.
So as much as people like to kill running backs and saying they're very easy to go replaceable, I get it. But he's such an amazing player. If he stays with us going forward, if we sign him or he leaves us, I think respect him as a player, and he's an amazing person as well.
I think there's a report came out that during the bye week or something that they went to talk to Saquon about extension, but they didn't talk to Daniel Jones, which is at least
I think that's very I think they had a plan going into the season. I think they were going to check out Daniel Jones and see if he's the franchise. I don't think he's shown that he's a franchise, but I think he's a good option in looking for a franchise player.
But who else are you going to get?
That's the thing. I don't know. Maybe
there's nobody else that
maybe Dabo wants to get a guy that he knows. Maybe a Mitchell Trubisky. You never know. I'll keep Daniel Jones.
Literally the same exact player, but Daniel Jones knows the system. Younger.
But I think Daniel Jones is probably could command more money. I don't know what Mitchell Trubisky's on.
$20 million at least.
But we'll see. I would keep Daniel Jones, but you have to get him on a good contract. So
talking about the Jets though.
We'll see.
Kind of depressing over here in Gang Green. Last couple weeks have not been very nice to us. A lot of it's tough. It's tough because this team is still very young, and I'm so maybe it's the PTSD of the old Jets days, but for me to watch my Jets go into Minnesota, the team with the best record, to go in there and to, in my opinion, look like the better team and should have won. I mean, bro, that's I'm not taking that for granted. People are saying, and I agree. At this point, no more moral victories, because it's if you want to make the playoffs, you gotta start actually winning games. But man, the effort, the talent on hand, and the fact that we're actually going out there and playing real football, real NFL football that can win championship, that's amazing. But now obviously Mike White, rib injury against the Bills, took a beating against the Bills. He's most likely not coming back for the season. Zach Wilson back in the lineup. First game was it who we played last? Against the Lions, obviously. I actually thought the Lions were favored going into that game. I thought just how they're playing, the quarterback was playing well, that the whole team was playing well, the defense was going to get takeaway in every game. I thought the Lions were going to win that game, but just looked good until the last second. I thought Zach Wilson played as best as he could, but man, it's just the same thing, bro. If we have I'm not even asking for a top 10 quarterback. If we have a top 20 quarterback, man, this team is going to the AFC Championship game. In my opinion, second best defense behind San Francisco. This defense is for real. The offensive weapons we have, Garrett Wilson is already a top 10 wide receiver in NFL. He is something special, man. Something special. The fact that he's a rookie playing this way is scary, bro. Obviously with the running backs we got, even the guy that we just picked off the street, undrafted guy, Donovan Knight. he looks really good, you know? So it's just like the talent is all there, everything, everything, but the quarterback, man. And quarterback's killing us right now. But I think it's kind of like it's still a good thing because the main focus was is Zach Wilson the guy, and now we're gonna really find out, like next year is he starting or not? You know, this last, going into fucking Seattle, going into I forgot what planet, but like this last stretch of games so important for Zach Wilson and his growth. And it might kill us as Jets fans. You know, he'll throw 3 picks, but it's gonna come at a cost of knowing if we actually have a quarterback or not. Because we still, even through all the games and everything, because he's so young and he's so raw, we still don't really know. Especially when it's 4th and 19, it's fucking 4th and 19, and he makes an amazing play. We still don't know. One day it's amazing, next day it's absolutely terrible. Now Jets have to actually put it all together, start winning some games again. Defense is always going to be good. Just have to score over 20 points and we'll win every game, man. Offense has to show up. Zach Wilson, come on, bro. Come on. Thursday night, prime time, against the number 1 overall pick. This is the game. This is like, if you want a perfect script, this is the game for Zach Wilson to finally step up. Will he step up or fold? If he folds, our whole season's over and his career's probably over with the Jets. If he goes on, then we're going to playoffs most likely. And this guy's got a job right now. So Jets, man, huge game tomorrow against the Jags. See what happens, bro. See what fucking happens.
I agree. Listen, I'm a big Jets. You know how much I give you guys credit. I think you guys played a little bit better than expected. Obviously, I think you guys are a QB away from actually being a very, very good team. Who that QB
Super Bowl
will be?
Contender, which is crazy.
I mean, I don't know about that because I think
with a real quarterback, we are a Super Bowl contender.
I don't know about that. I think
Come
you
on,
need to calm down a little bit. You're a playoff team. I think you're
no,
a very
no.
good team.
We're a playoff team right now. We're a playoff team right now with Zach Wilson, who's the worst quarterback in the NFL at the moment. Zach Wilson. We're a playoff team. With say Jimmy G. I'm not even asking for Aaron Rodgers. With Jimmy G, we're going to the minimum AFC Championship game. Remember, we did that with Mark freaking Sanchez, bro. This is the way the Jets win. You know, we're never gonna have a Hall of Fame Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. We're gonna have a Mark Sanchez. We're gonna have a Chad Pennington. We're gonna have a Joe Namath. That's what we're gonna have, bro.
Your division is fucking deadly.
Let alone the whole AFC, my brother.
I agree.
It's deadly.
So let try and get out your division before we talk about Super Bowls. You know
what I mean? It's possible that all 4 teams go. And plus, we spanked up the Bills, in my opinion, twice. Should have beat them twice. So,
but I like this Jets team. I think you guys are a QB away from actually being a very good team. So, as much as it sucks to not make the playoffs, but you guys have a good future. So you should be excited, regardless of what happens this season.
Can't take it for granted. 7-7, and it's just fucking December, bro. It's December, and I'm still looking forward to Jets games. So, can't take it for granted. Also for the Giants, you know.
For sure.
Let's move on to the NBA. I think the Knicks actually lost, so I don't even want to talk about this anymore.
By the way, just out of the context, we have Ahmed writes up our topics before the episode, and he has Knicks resurgence over here under the topics. So that went well.
I find it funny though because I look at him like, yo, damn Knicks, what 7-game winning streak?
8 games
beforehand. 8. They won an 8-game winning streak. That's even mad fun, and they're still like the 6th seed.
What are you talking about? What is that even? I told you that's old. Bro,
it's fucking hilarious, bro.
4 games out of first place is what you should be saying.
Sure, bro.
2.5 away from the Nets, the almighty Brooklyn Nets, right?
The Miami Heat are like without everybody, and we're only like 2 games away from you guys.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Miami Heat are like who?
Ahmed.
They play the Washington Wizards every night, same team every night. That's all they play, and who gives a damn? I told you, nobody this year even fears Miami, bro. They're hilarious this year. Fuck out of here, bro. What a trash organization what they're doing this year, bro. Trash.
Ahmed, I know you have some strong words for Jimmy Butler.
not even Jimmy Butler, because honestly, like I fuck with Jimmy Butler. That's my guy for a guy like his background and all that. My guy. And I think it's 50-50 that he's actually sometimes hurt. But man, Adam Silver, bro. I'm like David Stern is in his grave fucking like jumping around right now, angry at this guy Adam Silver, looking at what this guy has done to his league in a matter of years. And everybody's saying, "Oh, he's the best commissioner in sports because how he reacts to these things and that and that." That's the bare minimum. If a racist incident or something like that ever happens, any commissioner should fucking what's the word, like condemn or anything. Any commissioner with a brain. If an owner has a problem like that guy Sarver, any commissioner steps in. Like this is the bare minimum. But David Stern, bro, David Stern is not messing around. He's not, like I said, like what was it 2-3 weeks ago? I'm watching the Knicks and Pistons, right? And Cade Cunningham, who was the first overall pick, was he? Was he the first overall pick or second overall pick? Whatever.
I think he was second.
Top two. Jaden Ivey, who's a big college star, or whatever. I think went top 10 as well. These guys are on the bench. We're talking about 2 weeks into the season. These guys are on the bench, right? Paolo Banchero, right? Who in my opinion, I don't think is as good as everybody says he is, but has been amazing to like the number he's putting up. Nobody even knows, and it's not. Oh, he plays for the Magic. Doesn't matter. The Magic should have at least one primetime game every month, right? Nobody watches the Magic. Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has, I think he's played in 25 games. 20 of those games has scored 30 points or over. Nobody gives a damn. Jokic just had 40 points, 27 rebounds, 10 assists. Only NBA fans know that, or like fantasy owners or like, but no, like the game is dying in the regular season, and it's because Adam Silver lets these players do whatever the hell they want, miss games, like all these young guys. Not enough showcases for all these young guys. Like I remember back in the day, like if it's the first, like Andrew Wiggins is on ESPN, Anthony Davis, with the Pelicans on ESPN, on TNT. I haven't seen Paolo Banchero unless I have to watch League Pass, or I haven't seen. I mean, obviously, fucking Jabari Smith is trash anyway right now, but haven't seen him. Like, haven't seen these young teams. It's all about every time I turn it on, it's Clippers and Lakers. It's Warriors and Celtics, which are great games, right? But I'm trying to see these young guys, and I'm trying to see these players play, man. Got Brandon Ingram, who's got a toe injury, hasn't played in a month. Fucking toe injury, bro. Last year, Jimmy Butler has a tailbone injury. It's a grown man with a tailbone injury. Jimmy Butler, you see how his fucking physique is? You think this guy's not playing because of a tailbone? Stop it. It's the organizations, right? And Miami Heat are at the forefront. What they did 2-3 fucking days ago, having their whole entire lineup out. I don't care if it's petty. I don't care what they are. You are an embarrassing organization. Imagine having fans having to watch. Who is even starting for you? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea.
No idea either. That's my team.
It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. That's why I'm grateful that Jalen Brunson plays every night. RJ Barrett plays every night. Even Julius Randle plays every night.
You guys have to.
Fucking like NBA is trash, bro. Adam Silver has ruined the league. Not everybody's saying, oh, he's made the league so much better for doing the bare minimum and being a nice guy. I don't give a damn if you're a nice guy. I want to see the NBA truly and I guess whatever, like in terms of making money, he's probably making the same amount of money, but that I don't really care about that, bro. Like NBA is not the same, bro. It ain't the same. It ain't the same, and it's changing for the worse, unfortunately.
I agree. I think like I'm being straight up honest. I don't think I watched a full NBA game this season.
Telling you, bro.
I don't find the NBA entertaining.
It's gotten
The regular season, at least, I don't find it entertaining at all. I can't. There's nothing that intrigues me in the NBA.
I have a
I think it's
solution.
been like the last couple of years.
But okay, but listen. If tonight or And all right, Steph actually has a real injury. All right, is Kyrie really hurt? Because he didn't play tonight. I don't know if Clay played.
You never know with Kyrie. Let's be honest.
But bro, like today, bro, in the first quarter, they're down 40 points. You know, because Jordan Poole is their top dog. What are we doing? Why is
it's amazing.
I don't know, bro.
It's insane. I think what would make the regular season more entertaining if they cut down games. They make it shorter, where more games mean something.
But that's like, again giving players what they want.
Let me tell you something. It's unfortunately how the league is now. It's a player-driven league.
That's too much, bro. I mean, too much.
I know, but people can argue, the NFL, it's too much ownership power. So, I think you need a middle ground, and it's hard to.
That middle ground was David freaking Stern.
Shout out, not for nothing. I was gonna bring up that, David Stern. RIP, man, a fucking great commissioner, bro. I don't give a fuck what people said about that Chris Paul to Laker trade.
Nah, that was
everything else.
up.
He's such a good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Fuck. I don't give a fuck. I wish they did that. I wish they did that because Miami were gonna beat the.
You as a Miami Heat fan at the time were very happy about it, but
of course
everybody else was trying to see Chris Paul.
But everyone was like, Dwight Howard. They were like, when they got Dwight and Steve Nash, everyone was like, Lakers, watch out. Fucking, they were dog shit, bro. Get out of my face for that bullshit.
So, to the playoffs.
I don't really give a fuck. No, Chris Paul would have been amazing. I think they would have made the finals, but they would have lost to us.
No, I think they would have won like 2-3 chips, but okay. You guys lost to the San Antonio Spurs, respectfully. So
the Spurs probably could have beat that Lakers team.
Probably not. Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant.
We're talking about
Have some respect, bro. Maybe once, maybe twice, maybe.
That Spurs team was fucking great, bro.
They were, but we're talking about Kobe Bryant and fucking Chris Paul. Bro.
You're disrespectful. That's really very disrespectful to your own fucking team.
I'm saying they were good, but we're talking about Kobe fucking Bryant, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And Chris Paul, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Miami Heat. Get the fuck out of here. See, it would have been Spurs versus Lakers for the title.
LeBron James,
and then the
best
next
LeBron
one.
James. Best LeBron James that ever played in the NBA was in Miami.
And he got 2 trophies out of it. That's crazy.
Well, he choked in 1. He choked 2, and you act like 2 is like fucking bad. 2 in 4 years? What the fuck?
How many did he get outside of it?
2?
Yeah, so you're telling me best LeBron James ever is equal to worst LeBron James ever?
What the fuck are you like?
Think about it for a second.
He won 2 championships in 4 years.
Okay.
He's won 2 in like 18 years.
That's a different story though.
Outside.
He's still
how?
Down. Okay, compare the teams. We're not going into this.
Yeah, you're wrong. Shut your trap.
I'm not wrong.
Shut up.
He is the best form of LeBron ever, but that's not
that
impressive.
I'm talking about maybe because I'm a Miami fan and not for nothing watching the Miami Heat.
The best LeBron has ever played was that 2018 playoff run where I legit was like, I'm watching the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Legit.
True. I think LeBron against the Warriors was way more impressive.
Literally every performance up to like overtime of game 1, I was like, this dude is amazing.
That was impressive.
And overtime, he just gave up on his team after scoring 50 points.
I'll still take 2013 Miami Heat LeBron than any LeBron ever, in my opinion. I think he was the most complete player ever. I think he was at his athletic prime.
2012?
And I think he was a lockdown defender as well. And he was a good fucking three-point shooter. People don't know this. I know he was better statistically, but he's a good three-point shooter for that time in the NBA. Great mid-range. I mean, listen, LeBron James, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about his skills for.
I think 2012, like physically and everything, he was probably at his best. But 2018, you're talking about he still has everything you're talking about, but mentally, he's mastered the game at such a level where he was playing around with the Celtics. He was playing around with the Raptors.
He's playing around with people 20 fucking. 13.
No.
Yes.
He wishes he was playing around with people in 2012. He wishes, bro. I remember those days. He was nowhere near this.
What do you do to Boston,
bro? The Pacers were giving him problems.
Roy Hibbert, my guy.
Pacers were giving us trouble just because of fucking Roy Hibbert, bro. No one else.
But they were giving you problems.
It was just Roy Hibbert because he was a big body and we had a small lineup. That's it. If Roy Hibbert never existed and we had at least like a real center, these guys would have gotten some more. And that's a good fucking Pacers team. Let's relax. You had a George Hill, who was a solid player. You had a David West that was experienced very good. They had a Paul George who was emerging as a superstar. They had fucking Roy Hareberry. They had fucking Jeff Teague was on that team. They had Luis Scola coming off the bench.
Oh no, he was. He was
on Atlanta Hawks.
Was it Aaron Holiday?
No. That's Aaron Holiday was way below.
Aaron Holiday.
I think I know what you're talking.
What's that guy's
This guy's thinking of
no, it is Aaron Holiday, bro. His name. No, not Aaron.
No, it's not, bro.
You know what I'm talking about, right? He played in the Rockets.
I know who you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, Aaron
Brooks. Aaron Brooks.
Oh.
Aaron Brooks. David West. Roy Hibbert. Paul George. Danny Granger.
They were good.
George Hill.
Solomon Hill. Come on, bro. CJ Watson, man. Maybe that's who you're talking about?
CJ Watson, yeah.
Why are you laughing? That DJ George Hill.
Yeah,
Samuel.
I don't know why I said Aaron Brooks.
Fucking Tyler Hansbrough. Fuck that guy.
Tyler Hansbrough, bro.
So going to the Miami Heat this season, I think our three best players are playing out of their mind. Obviously, Jimmy Butler's been hurt a little bit. Jimmy Butler's getting like sickness from eating crickets in Mexico. You know that, right, Ahmed? I know he has. He does have like a stomach problem. And he tweeted like, "Yo, I had like crickets in Mexico."
Yeah, it says, bro. It says knee. It says knee/illness, bro. What does that even mean?
Yeah. He deadass has like stomach problem. I read it somewhere, so it sucks for that. But I think the overall roster of the Heat is dog shit. Dog shit. So I'm waiting till the deadline to see if Pat Riley can pull something out. But this roster construction so far is not good. It's good to see that Jimmy, Bam, and Hero are playing well, especially Hero after getting his contract. But I just don't see us going back to the Eastern Conference Finals if the team is constructed the way it is right now.
It's okay. Victor Oladipo will save you guys.
Victor Oladipo's a good player.
Yeah.
Bro, the Miami Heat are going to trade Duncan Robinson for like Malik Monk or Harrison Barnes, and they're gonna think they're going to the NBA championship.
That's really good. Get rid of Duncan Robinson's contract now for nothing. Awful move.
Let's
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Before we get to the last topic, just a quick recap. You got Carlos Carrera, who I wake up in the middle of the night and he's a fucking Met, right? Crazy baseball world.
I woke up 6 o'clock in the morning, looked at my Twitter, was like, what the fuck? Obviously, there was reports coming out of the Giants and Correa having some sort of problem and postponing his conference because he had some medical issues. I read somewhere that his medical issues came up from shit before he even got drafted to the MLB. So when I look at it, it looks like the Giants just didn't want to pay him that money. And that fucking is disgusting when you look at it from a Jets fan perspective. Almost having Aaron Judge, having Correa.
That's nuts.
Who, in my opinion, is an elite player. Don't get me wrong. And not getting any of them. Wow.
That's 0 for 2 on Giants by the Giants.
Two straight up.
And they lost Rondon too. But
yeah.
I think there was a medical issue. That was the exact words, yes. that there was a medical issue.
A medical issue.
Scott Boras not messing
drafted.
What?
Like I was saying, it was a medical issue from before he even got drafted.
Yeah, I think it's his back. That's what they're trying to say.
Which he did have a problem with that. Everybody knows that, but sheesh.
I don't. Listen, bro. Like you said though, Giants. What a terrible offseason. I mean, bro, they were going in trying to give two players $300 million, and they both declined. That's crazy.
They wanted to give Judge $400. No, that was the Padres.
Sorry. Yeah, Padres. Well, I mean, they were pretty close to $400. Any year he want, anything they wanted, and they still can't get anybody to take their money. Bad days to be a Giants fan. Terrible days. Imagine waking up and being a Giants fan and seeing that.
What I'm reading here is they were a few hours away from his introductory press conference.
It was supposed to be like today, Wednesday.
That's kind of
crazy.
They came
last night. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is going on over here? Because they postponed his press conference. I'm like, all right, whatever, it's all good. But I mean, like we spoke about, like being a Giants fan and waking up and see that. Imagine being a Mets fan, waking up and see that, bro. That's like that's they're living their dream right now, bro. I remember, bro, Mets fans, if Yankees like sign any player, it doesn't even have to be a star, bro. You sign any player, the payroll, this and that. Now they're like they are what they hated, the Mets, but they love it because like every team wants an owner like Steve Cohen, obviously. A guy, his payroll after the tax and all that is $500 million. $500 million. The next team closer, I think, is the Yankees and Dodgers. They're at like maybe if they're lucky, 300 million. So they're not even close. Like maybe if it was 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, talking about $100 million payroll difference, right? And their lineup is scary. Pitching, like if obviously like with Scherzer and Verlander, like what you have. If this kid from Japan, whatever he is as good as everybody says he is. If you trade Carrasco and someone and actually get a good piece back, you still have McGill and young guys, bro. And that lineup, I'll tell you right now, I think Pete Alonso should easily have 140 RBIs this upcoming season. That lineup is scary. So the Mets, like we always talk about, fucking championship or bust. This is like championship or championship. There's no like you have to win a championship with a payroll like this. This is the same thing like every fan would say about the Yankees and Dodgers. Oh, you have to win. Oh, you have to win. No. With this kind of lineup, with this like the show lineup, like they got going on, you better win, bro. You better win. But yeah, shout out to Steve Cohen. He's not playing around, bro. Steinbrenner-esque. We were talking about
respect it.
We were talking about how Steinbrenner like is like in Italy or whatever. This guy's in Hawaii and just spent $350 million like it's nothing. Come on, bro. This guy's different.
You gotta respect it. I think. Listen, I don't think he's gonna spend $500 million every single year. I think he's doing this because he just bought the team, and he wants to make a statement, and he has. Especially losing out on a guy like Jacob deGrom, a lot of the other free agents that left the team. I think he needed to do something like this. I think he's seen an opportunity, and you got to go for it. Do I think it's gonna work? Not really. I don't think it will. I think it makes sense on paper, but you need everything to go well. And a lot of these guys that they did bring in, a lot of them were replacing players that were there. You know what I mean? And they're not always guaranteed to be good.
No. I think
as much as people like to say, Correa is an improvement. I in my opinion,
like nowhere near replacing Escobar, who they had last year, who's a former All-Star. Yeah. Carrera is like top 5 shortstop, and even at their base, is still gonna be a monster.
No, he's gonna be a monster. I'm not. Correa is a
big game player. Don't get
me wrong. But now, you look at a guy like Kinga, the guy he's replacing, who they lost. Justin Verlander is replacing Jacob deGrom. So I'm not looking at it as like, damn,
they got better.
Fucking, you don't know that.
Oh no. Like. For a fact that Verlander is more trustworthy than deGrom at this point of his career. He's not better than deGrom when they're both healthy because nobody is, but he's more like he's going to give you more innings.
I think Verlander's amazing.
Say it again.
I think Verlander's amazing. Don't get me wrong. I just really don't trust him outside of Houston. I think you see a lot of guys that left Houston. And there's just something about Houston that could prolong these guys and make them really good. I don't think the Mets can do that. We'll see, though. Don't get me wrong. I might be wrong. I think Verlander's amazing. He's still 40-something, coming back of a Cy Young year. Amazing, amazing player. But we'll have to see, bro. Kinga coming from Japan. He's not guaranteed to be fucking amazing, right? So let's hold on. Obviously, Correa has injury issues. You got to watch out on that. So we'll see. And they're in a tough fucking division, bro. I think Atlanta Braves, even though they lost Dansby Swanson, you have a lot of good young players that are coming out there, right?
Michael Harris.
You also have the fucking Phillies. who brought in Trey Turner. So it's not guaranteed to get it. 500 million. Fucking players across the board. Lindor, Max Scherzer, Correa, fucking P. Alonso. Fucking amazing. We've seen what happened last year though, right?
I don't know if they're healthy, right? And I expect uh I expect the Mets to not even play Verlander or Scherzer the entire year. Like as soon as they feel something wrong, they're not gonna not playing for a whole month, and that's smart in my opinion. But bro, that 1 through 6, what is it? Uh, Nimmo, right? Who's on base machine, machine. Then you got Carrera, Lindor, who plays like last year, amazing player, top 10 player in baseball. Alonso, RBI machine, home run threat. Like a guy that fucking had 50 bombs, right? As a rookie. Then you got Jeff McNeil, a 300 batter. Bro, that 1 through 5 is like, bro. And then you got Scherzer, Verlander in a playoff series. Listen, it's a lot of talk like last year, right? A lot of ifs and ifs and ifs. And of course the Mets, they'll find a way, right? But man, whoa. As a Met fan, like if you're a Met fan, bro, you're like, this is different, like, wow, bro, this is a luxury.
It's exciting. It's
definitely
exciting time.
They didn't even need Carrera, and then
no, they didn't.
Whatever. Why not?
Considering where the Mets were a couple seasons ago, you
have to be excited. Total culture.
You have to be excited.
Your favorite word, culture shift, right?
Yeah. You got to be excited. So we'll see though. I don't think it's gonna work. Hopefully this wakes up Hal. Obviously, they just had a press conference with Aaron Judge. I think they're working on something. I think if Brian Reynolds comes,
the bullpen, left fielder.
Yeah. Also, before we change topics, I just found out Landry Fields is the general manager of the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
Landry Fields, former New York.
Landry Fields, bro.
That's crazy.
Who's a phenomenal singer, Stanford boy. Played his ass off for the Knicks. Love Landry Fields, bro. You crazy? What a stud! What a stud that guy.
Won Rookie of the
That
month.
handshake him and Jimmy Lin used to have. The days. Bring it back.
Man. All NBA first team. I remember him. He was a good player.
Good player. Good defense.
I
just want to be a billionaire.
Wait, what? When was he in the All NBA? Okay.
When was he in the NBA? Is that what you just asked me?
No, All NBA first.
All NBA rookie team.
He was all defensive. All rookie.
Yeah, all rookie.
Yeah.
Are we? So, are we doing it? Let's go.
Yeah. You can
all right,
do it.
Here we go. So to explain, justify your take is what we're calling it for now. Basically, the three of us were paired up. We each got a take from someone else here. So Tiku, pretty much. Tiku gave me a take. I gave Ahmed a take. Ahmed gave Tiku his take. So each of us has a take given to us from the other person, and it is our job to justify that take, whether we agree with it or not. We have to do our best to justify it, to present an argument, to prove it as factual. Now, I guess we're going to be kind of putting up our research and our debate skills to the test here. Another thing. So, for example, Tiku gave me my take. Ahmed has no idea what that take is. So, he might be completely shocked when he hears the words out of my mouth. He might not be. It might be reasonable. You guys are not going to hear shit like Fellaini's a better footballer than Messi. That I can promise you. We're not that crazy. But
that's facts, though.
Yeah. See, maybe Ahmed will get that once. All right. So, should I start? I'll start.
Start up.
I don't mind. So, ladies and gentlemen,
this is TQ gave you your topic, right?
So, ladies and gentlemen, today I will be telling you that Rowdy Ronda Rousey was more influential to the growth of UFC than Conor McGregor.
Oh, it hurts my heart.
Listen. Ronda Rousey, right? There was a time when Dana White said no females will ever fight in the UFC. He laughed it off.
Shout out TMZ.
In comes Ronda Rousey, right? The first ever women's UFC fight. Ronda Rousey versus Liz Carmouche, whatever her name is, on February 23rd, 2013, in front of 13,000 people. Ronda Rousey wins in a first round armbar, right? So we start off with a bang, right? She defended her title 5 times after her UFC debut. So not only do we get the first female champion, so to say, in the UFC, we get an absolute dominant champion. 5 title defenses. You're going to talk to me about Conor McGregor? You guys want to get into that conversation about how many title defenses Conor McGregor has? I don't think so, right? So, and let's bring some numbers into this, right? Ronda Rousey has 2 pay-per-views, which are in the highest selling pay-per-views in UFC history. Her pay-per-view, Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holmes, has 1.1 million buys. Rousey versus Nunes has 1.1 million buys. That's crazy numbers, especially considering, look at where we are today. That's the beginning of women's UFC. Another thing, right? This is actual facts, and this might shock some of you. So according to Fox, Ronda Rousey has way more engagements on social media.
Guy gets his facts from Fox. Oh my god.
No. Listen, but this is facts. Ronda Rousey has way more engagements on social media than Conor McGregor. UFC 193. Rousey versus Holmes had 927,000 total engagements on Twitter. In comparison, McGregor versus Aldo only had 603,000 mentions. Conor himself was mentioned 75,000 times. Rousey was mentioned 115,000 times, bro. We're talking about influence in social media. UFC's just now getting big, just now diving into the game, and Conor can't even produce the numbers that Ronda Rousey can produce. We're talking Conor McGregor here, and Ronda Rousey absolutely filthily destroys him, right? Ronda Rousey. Chris Cyborg said it best. I don't even need to say anything after this. When men go to fights, they bring their drinking buddy. When women go, they make it a family event. They bring their sons, they bring their daughters, they bring their husbands and their grandparents. So, as a pioneer of women's MMA, you're bringing women to these fights, a whole nother gender, making it possible for an entire group, an entire population to now fight in the UFC. And with that comes all of these people who are coming to watch a family event now, so to say, right? Since Ronda Rousey, we've been blessed to see one of the greatest MMA pound-for-pound fighters ever in Amanda Nunes. Something that would not have been possible before her. We've seen Weili versus fucking Joanna, which is one of the greatest fights of all time. Right? So, just to cap, you're going to talk to me about Conor McGregor. We had Chael Sonnen before Conor McGregor. We had fucking Anderson Silva in terms of greatness. We had GSP in terms of greatness. Conor McGregor doesn't touch GSP. Chuck Liddell. No, Conor McGregor does not mean UFC doesn't become popular. If anything, Conor McGregor fed off of the popularity that was brought onto the sport by these pioneers. Conor McGregor, without a Chuck Liddell before him or a GSP or a Chael Sonnen before him, doesn't have any audience to speak to. Ronda Rousey came in with an audience. Conor McGregor fed off of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, put some respect on Ronda Rousey's name. She may not have been the greatest fighter, especially women's fighter, ever. But in terms of helping the UFC grow, nobody, and I mean nobody, has been more influential to the UFC than Ronda Rousey. Conor McGregor, get the fuck out of here. Have some respect. Ronda Rousey is the GOAT. End of story.
Listen, bro, I will say there's a reason why this guy went to Brooklyn Tech, bro. There's a reason. And we just saw it right
because
there.
of his editing skills?
That was
pretty good. Honestly.
It's hilarious.
I gave
it's
you
hilarious
a lot,
now,
not for nothing.
Because now he actually believes it.
No. Listen, I'll say this.
That's why it's a very
Ronda Rousey
topic.
has, because I like this take because I actually helped you a lot, Yoni. So
yeah,
you should be happy.
It's not that hard, bro. It's an arguable. It's an arguable. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like, you know, it was gonna be like that deep, but
it's arguable.
It's arguable.
So I helped you a lot.
Yeah.
The one that Matt gave to me is really hard because I just like I can't stand it. But
Not
Wait.
really.
Okay, which one of you wants to go first? Because
I'll go really quick because
Okay,
mine
go.
is like mine's really quick. Get to the point. This is the one I got from Yoni. His topic was that I mean he's really trying to fucking strike me like right in the middle. He said that Islam Makhachev would defeat Hamzat Chimaev at 170. A fight that we could very possibly see in the future. So
I like that.
So this could be a promo that they put on, if anything. So for a while.
So get into your bag right now.
Listen, obviously people know how I feel about Makhachev's, Nurmagomedovs. Those are my guys, team AKA. And I've been kind of hard on Hamzat only because I know what he's so, like that potential is crazy. But let me just, take it all the way back, right? Take it all the way back. Hamzat Chimaev, UFC Fight Island. Remember that? What a time.
Yes.
What a time to be alive.
Yep.
Comes inside. I believe his first fight was against by a guy named, was it Alan Patrick? Let's get his whatever. A fucking civilian,
civilian.
Not like a guy who had solid striking, but a no name, whatever, a can, as they like to say, comes in there and absolutely smashes him, bro. Beats him down. No fans, so you can really, really hear. Well, I mean, some fans, so you can really, really hear just how dominating he was. The first fight, they're saying, wow, this guy's got like Khabib type pressure, right? So the hype was already beginning. Second fight, was it like 13 days later or whatever it was?
Mm-hmm.
I believe against Reese McKee. Reese McKee, who at the time people don't understand, in the regional scene was doing work. This guy was the next big thing at 170, right? Hamzat Chimaev comes in there, demolishes him, right? So now we're 2 fights, still no strikes absorbed, looks dominating, all this, right? So the hype is absolutely unreal at the moment. We keep going. Somewhat of a big step up, a bigger name, a guy who's been around. Obviously, Gerald Mearshart knocks him out. What is it, like 45 seconds? This time he's showing that he's got hands, right? And now bro, I remember immediately after that, we're like, yo, can we see him against the top 10 guy? We're ready, bro. I think some people were saying, yo, him and Usman, let's go, whatever. So the hype is amazing, and it's very important. As I always say, context is so important, and it matters, right? Meanwhile, like this is way different from Islam, right? Islam is if anything in the shadow of Khabib. He's going 3 rounds, not knocking out dudes, in the first round every fight and stuff like that. Not dominating to that level, quote unquote, right? Because I'm gonna come back to that point. Next fight, the fight, right? Monster fight. I think, yeah, it was this year. Fight of the year, right? I mean, we're gonna have our awards soon. Fight of the year nomination, like by far, Gilbert Durinho Burns versus Hamzat Chimaev. What a fight! Oh my god, bro! I remember how I felt, shaking, everybody, bro, shaking. What a fight that was, bro. First round, the first 2 minutes, you realize that this ain't gonna be exactly what it is. This ain't no Reese McKee, Alan Patrick, fucking Starbucks like owner, fucking worker, whatever he is. Real fight, right? And we saw Hamzat tested, right? And I'm gonna give you some stats here now, because now I show you like what hype and everything could do that people disregard. If I say that Islam, in my opinion, will come up there and beat him, people say you're crazy, right? Okay. Let's get to the facts. Let's get to the numbers. Excuse me. Sorry. Islam Makhachev, 23-1. I believe now he's 12-1 in the UFC, right? One fluke loss, KO loss. right? Islam Makhachev has been in UFC now 13 fights. 13 fights. 13 fights. Whole, like, I'm talking about hours out, like, not hours, like, like way longer than Hamza has been in the octagon, time-wise. Hamza Chimaev, in that one fight with Gilbert Burns, absorbed more strikes than Islam Makhachev in 13 fights. I'm talking about Charles Oliveira. I'm talking about Drew Dober, Bobby Green, strikers, right? Like dangerous guys, especially fucking Charles Oliveira. I can argue that Charles Oliveira is better than anybody that fucking Hamza has ever fought. Even Drew Dober. Oh no, Burns is fucking elite. Okay, whatever. Oliveira, right? So 13 fights. 13 fights he has absorbed. I like the exact number, 101. He's taken 101 strikes in 13 fights. In that one fight against Burns, Hamzat absorbed 119. Right? So that's one thing. I think people will look at it as clearly two phenomenal wrestlers that it's gonna be a stand-up, right? That's how I would see it, right? So now let's get to that point. All-time leader. Would you look at that? I mean, what a coincidence, right? What a coincidence. All-time striking defense leader in the UFC, right? Who else? Guess. Just give me a guess, bro. It ain't
Patty
It ain't it ain't Patty the Batty. It ain't GSP. It ain't even Khabib. It's Islam Makhachev, bro. This is when I say that he's an elite striker. People don't really understand, bro. People don't really understand. The guy doesn't get hit. His understanding of timing, right? His understanding of when I'm gonna move forward, as good as anybody in UFC, in that regard, right? So I think he's proven the fact that he's a better striker, right? Even though people might not really see it, he's in my opinion, much better striker than Hamzat. Takedown, I think it'll cancel each other out. If anything, I think Islam is better, right? So now let's go to cardio. Let's go to like heart and everything, right? Cardio, missing weight, right? Islam Makhachev only didn't miss weight at all, actually. Missed his first attempt, came back, made weight, and then USADA comes out with a report saying that he has a fucking PED or that like a bad substance, right? And guess and this is kind of off topic, but guess the reporter, right? That couldn't wait. Wait to just everyone who cannot wait to fucking like shit on Khabib and Islam, right? A week later, USADA comes down and say, we apologize to Islam. It was all wrong, our part, right? So Islam never missed weight, never had a bad problem like that and all that, right? Hamzat Chimaev not only missed weight, but missed weight by 9 pounds, right? Missed weight by 9 pounds.
For a fight at 170, right?
For a fight at 170. So we don't even know if this guy can make weight at 170. We already know that it's going to be way harder for him than Islam, right? And now going back to that Burns fight, that first real test. In round 2 and round 3, Burns outstruck him. He had more strikes than him. There was one scorecard that through 3 rounds. So now, not one stupid fluke loss, right? A knockout loss in the first minute, whatever. 3 actual rounds of a judge, and I know judges are crazy, but I think everybody would agree that Burns could have won that fight. In fact, one judge gave it to him, gave it to Burns. So I bring all this back. If you take the hype out of it, if you look at the numbers, right? If you look at like cardio and like style of which the fight is actually going to happen, I think Islam would be the favorite going in real life, not just in this fantasy world that we're doing, right? And I think he should be, because of everything I just said right there. If you want to bet on the guy who doesn't get hit, who will make the weight, better cardio, and you know that Islam's not gonna get out wrestled and not gonna get dominated. Come on, like you know that. So I dare you to bet on Hamza. I'm gonna go with Islam. That's my guy. I think he'll get the job done. I hope I've convinced you that Islam will be the guy, because in fact, this could happen one day. So we'll see.
I'll tell you this, man. When I gave you that take, I had like zero thoughts in my mind that Hamza would ever lose to Islam. And now I'm kind of thinking of the parallels of a Habib versus Usman fight. And I genuinely think Islam has a better chance beating Hamza at 170 than Habib had at beating Usman at 170. Genuinely.
I think
after what you've said, the whole weight situation, the skill set situation, that fact that he absorbed more hits, more strikes, and that Burns, that's crazy. I had to check it, and I did, and you're right. That's crazy.
101 to 119.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Tiku?
Pretty good, Ahmed, honestly. I love my guy, what's his name?
Hamza.
So Ahmed, the take he gave to me was England have overachieved with Southgate. Which hard for me to say. Like I said, I just don't.
What?
I don't personally agree with it. But I try to
believe
make
it.
it work.
I believe it.
I bet. I'll argue a couple things. So, as England just came off a quarterfinal loss to the team that eventually made it to the final, which people can argue played better than them. People can argue. When you look at the history of England, it's throughout the history of underperforming with absolute quality and talent throughout the team. In my opinion, I think the England of old with the guys of Wayne Rooney, Paul Scholes, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, David Beckham, I think they had more talent than the team does right now. And they haven't done the exact same thing that Southgate has done since he came into this England job. When you look at it, since he got into the English job, before he came to them, England were a round of 16 exit in the European Championships in 2016, which I believe they lost to Iceland.
Uh-huh.
In an absolute shocking and embarrassing loss for the nation of England that have all this history and talent going for them. Southgate came in, his first international tournament, made it to a semifinals of a World Cup with a team led
Dele Ali, baby.
With a team led by Dele Ali, Jesse Lingard, and the likes of him. So making it to semifinals after losing to Iceland in Euro 2016, which people can argue if Harry Kane just passes the ball to Raheem Sterling for an easy tap-in, you could see England in the World Cup final. His first tournament with the team, which, like I said before, I think the potential of the players that they have now could be like the team of old, but the talent, without a doubt, is better than the team of old. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you look at all the talented player teams that Southgate has brought up in this team. The guys of Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, Marcus Rashford, Jude Bellingham, Trent Arnold. These players, Declan Rice, these players wouldn't be here and wouldn't be a foundation for the next manager if it wasn't for Southgate. Regardless of that 2018 World Cup, you look at making it to the finals of a European Championship that nobody expected England to go there. Playing great football without a doubt. Some people say it's pragmatic football. I think it's winning football. And you cannot deny that. Made it to the finals. We're up 1-0. 1-0. And some people can argue if it wasn't for him playing, if it wasn't for more experienced players coming up and taking penalties like Jack Grealish and these players that have been there instead of youngsters
when you put all that pressure, guys like Sako,
Rashford, Sancho.
Rashford, Sancho. If it wasn't for them and more experienced players, you could see England probably hosting the European Championship. And you look at this season, like I said, a quarterfinals matchup with France, who were this close to beating Argentina, and England outperformed them in that game. If Harry Kane scores that penalty, they probably go through or give them a better chance to go through against this French side, which, like I said, are not the best penalty takers, and I believe that game would have went to penalties. So, has England overachieved with Southgate? I believe they have. I think the talent that people think England have are overrated. They have potential, not a ready-made product, and he's able to make it to a semifinals, a final, a quarterfinals with a young team. I think it's because of Southgate. I think, like I said, the tactics gets a lot of criticism, but he wins games, and that's all that matters in the game of football.
I love it, bro. I love it. Because, bro, English fans
extend Southgate. The foundation for England in the next 10 years is set because of Southgate. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, bro.
I love it, bro.
That was
English fans, bro. Like, so ungrateful, bro. Like, who were you before Southgate?
Yo,
who were you?
I'm sorry, I'm being dead ass. Yo, losing to Iceland, getting out in the group stage.
I mean, Iceland was like
before Southgate. So,
who's that goalkeeper? Joe Hart, whatever his name is. I mean, that was like a meltdown. That was on him.
Yo, Pickford. I'm telling you right now, Bass. They were very fucking close.
Bro, this
very
dude
fucking
into
close,
a semifinal with Harry Maguire as his center back, bro. And he's got people like thinking that he's good. You know? Come on, bro.
That is
like I understand that his style of football is like quote unquote like negative.
Pragmatic.
But how you can like he's winning, you know, or he won at a very high level, lost to the quarterfinals, like you said, to a team that went to the final, and if Harry Kane makes that penalty, who knows? So, bro,
so I'm saying
and
they play better than him.
I don't know about that, bro.
They played better.
I thought
England
France
played better than France.
I thought France, as soon as the game started, France showed that they were the better team. Like they were way more sharper. Like that's how you start a game, you know.
I'm gonna say this right now: the greatest line I've ever heard on this podcast ever was when Tiku went. Some people call it pragmatic football. I call it winning football.
I know, bro. I saw
the delivery was absolutely stunning, bro. This man had me convinced. I was trying so hard not to die.
Got a gun to his
bro,
like to the back. Can't see it right now. Bro.
Southgate is fucking trash, bro. Oh my.
But yeah,
that was good.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we did a good job.
I tried my best. Honestly, I was grasping for straws a lot. Don't get me wrong. I was like,
that was good. Yo,
it was alright.
Oh, I mean, for me, I believe it because like, who, bro? If unless it's someone like abroad, like Luis Enrique. Who, as an English manager, are you gonna get to replace him? Right?
Eddie Howe.
Is gonna.
They have the chance. They have the chance with Eddie Howe, I think.
Eddie Howe, but how?
Graham
do you
Potter.
Really know that he'll get it right with England? I know he's got it right with Newcastle, but do you really know? I mean, Southgate has proven that he like semifinal is no joke.
I'll say this: you've kind of opened my eyes a little, Tiku, in the fact that you said he doesn't have ready-made talent; he has potential talent, and that is slightly true. Although I like, fuck, man. Shit. Interesting.
Like I said, he's able. The most point I was trying to say was, the English of old never got this far with better talent on their team.
True.
When he has made it to a semifinals, a final, a quarterfinal with young players that are potential players and are not ready set, and he set the foundation for them, for the future, whoever's going to lead this team. If it wasn't for him.
And look at the last two major, like, bro, Euros, Italy, you know, don't play like a beautiful brand of football, right? Like, you know, defense first. Look at Argentina, you know, like grinding out games, defense, stuff like that. So it's like whatever you have to do to win and get the best out of your team. That's what Southgate does. Islam would smack up Hamzat and what was the last one?
more influential than Conor McGregor.
What was the
Ronda
last one?
Rousey's more influential.
Ronda Rousey
for the
is
UFC growth than Conor
would knock
McGregor.
out Conor McGregor in the first round.
I just want to bring some actual statistics to that. I just want to say 90% of viewers of UFC are male and only 10% are female. So Ronda Rousey couldn't even possibly imagine. Like, she grew, definitely, the UFC, but maybe proportionally. Anyway, that's it. That does it. I think that was really good. That was quality. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed. Keep making sure to hit that. Yo, we've gained like 50 subs in the past since the World Cup started.
We're gonna blow up, guys.
So
Stick with us. We're gonna be the biggest fucking platform out there, bro. Just you wait.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys